series. It's going to be Dust2, then Inferno, then Mirage. Should we need the third? Vitality certainly aren't coming into this one as a favorite, but it is going to be a good clash either way. You have to think at just the level and pace and experience on both sides of this coin. It's all over the place. Plenty of years of Counter-Strike experience between them all.
Yeah, maybe a couple of hundred years, I think, combined. It's far too long, but we don't have long to wait for this pistol round to start off strong. Vitality, a fast B play. They have just been deleted. Brolin, Golden, both of them with a double. JW's pushed lower, and he's found the fifth as well. Fnatic, oh dear, they don't even take a shot.
Wait, was that live?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They don't even take a bullet trace. They just kill everyone. 5 headshots, and one of the fastest rounds you're going to see this series.
That's pretty wild stuff right there.
More freeze time than round time is a comment from Tom Eric, so...
That's pretty good. Tom Eric now, known for his stage writing abilities. And also
he has scripted
the script.
This game, yeah.
Yeah, he did write this script, so...
I'm a little lost, by the way, so we're seeing shot one right now, or have I fallen behind on this script?
I think you've just stopped reading the script overall,
Yeah.
if I had to guess.
Wait, they printed it for you?
Ad-lib it on the day.
Isn't that what we do anyway?
Yeah, no, I read this script. I read it. It's fine. And here we go. 1-0 lead for Fnatic as they make very quick work of Vitality there. It is just a full eco from the Vitality boys in this round. Masuta up on the head of Apex, no less. Going to get run boosted over with the Glock in his pocket. And he will quickly get shut down by Flusher. But the trades are in, courtesy of Mr. Shocks. Golden trying to...
Nice.
What is going on? Golden, all the room, all the real estate, and it's rent-free inside of the A site. Golden.
What?
WTF, mate?
JW throws a flashbang, and so Golden, he goes up ramp with that flash. He sees the 2 players blind on Cat, and he doesn't even kill them. He's like, no money for you, no bomb farm for you. That's what I'm here for, and that's what I'll take away. He does that. He finds the kills after. Excellent work from Golden. Good prioritization of the bomb planter. Vitality don't get the extra money.
My man Golden's sitting 6-0, and that's a testament to doing cardio before you go into the server, that is.
Nice.
Now, if we go a little bit further with it, you have to sit there and say, yeah, it looked a little in slow motion, but he got it done. Good stuff to Golden. Now the bounce back for Vitality with 5 AKs. Not much utility to work with here. They've gotten a little bit of a stance towards long, and they're going to be splitting that with Catwalk. I say that. JW with the M4s made pretty quick work of Apex, but a trade comes in from RBK, and a second one as well. Flushes out.
Ooh.
Golden continues his hot streak, 7-0.
Bames John in the server. He's got a license to chill, and he is sitting back and relaxing as Vitality peel away. They've gone back for the bomb and spawn. That's just going to cause a rotation. If anything, this has put Vitality in a good spot. They've rotated. They've beat Brolin to the B bomb site. He will be there just in time, but he's going to be alone. And so Vitality completely switching up this round, even with a mid lurk in the form of Masuta. Now this round, of course, can fall apart, but you would assume it's not going to, right? Brolin, how many kills on this defense? He has utility, not going to opt for it. Just looks to take the fight and... he looks away as they come around the corner. I thought he saw something, but I guess not. Going to be taken down and left Golden in a 1-on-3 clutch. He's got to get past Masuta first.
It's not worth it, Golden. Keep this pretty score line. 248 ADR, 7-0. This could be the round he finds his first death, albeit only the third. But now he's going to check. He's going through middle. Masuta has the drop. I think Golden might have just barely seen the tip of the barrel, but ultimately that's a done deal. RPK with 2 kills on the Catwalk in that round, opened up the A site, subsequently told Vitality, hey, you know what, guys, maybe on second thought, maybe we go to B. And that's exactly what they did.
Poor Brolin, man, looks away as they come through the corner. I thought he'd surely seen the barrel of the gun, but Vitality, the full rotate to B, and they hit the perfect timing there. So RPK got a gun, yep. Bit late, but he does.
Look at the setup so far. Brolin, solo B player. The rest of Fnatic towards A, and that's going to prove to make things interesting. Brolin with a deagle. Looks for the shot. Masuta. He's going to be the one to land it with his AK. It was Zywoo that pushed through first and really started opening the doors here on B. But this bomb gets planted, and absolutely no problem here. Vitality have walked in, said, you know what? We saw what Golden did over on A. Just sort of slow motion, drive by, take down our planner. We got a little something over here for y'all on the B site. A little something, something.
Yeah. I think that's probably what they said, Trace, actually.
In Swedish.
To a T.
Something, something.
I mean, in this round, yeah, this was Vitality's from the offset. The moment they made the decision to go B, the round was as good as theirs. And no damage found from Fnatic, maybe a knife kill. And we didn't have to wait long to get it in. JW now with the knife, he's done it again. And again. But that is the round going the way of Vitality. I let my inner Rush take over there for a minute. That's very much his style of commentary, I love it.
That made me XD, Harry.
Thank you, man. Yeah, that's what I aim for. Oh, it's just gross. How does he always find it? JW has like a sensor, and he just knows when people are looking away.
It's called eyes, funnily enough.
Yeah, man.
We all got him.
Well, that's not entirely true. Either way, Flusha crossing middle. And he's going to be joined by Brolin. I think they've wisened up the idea. Hey, you know what, guys? Maybe next time don't leave me in the B-bomb site by myself, and perhaps it won't go as wrong as it did. However, out middle already is Vitality. Both Apex and Mazuda. Sweet real estate there. They're going to drop that spawn smoke. Brolin spotting from the window is going to get taken down from Mazuda in a nice headshot. Ooh. And Flusha with the door peek. The flash, well, it wouldn't have mattered. Mazuda is just going to continue his rampage, going postal inside of this B site.
Oh dear, and the spam through the smoke gets a little bit dangerous as well. Fnatic had to fall off, but Shox won't let them. He's up the catwalk with a couple of kills. Golden will be able to get away with his gun for the time being, but not the round. Vitality, a quick B play, and look at how they're fanning out. They are spreading across the map, hunting for this kill, and they'll get it after all. Apex dropping Golden, and Vitality taking the lead right back out of the hands of Fnatic. That's a great B hit. Flusha gets kind of caught as well, wants to swing out the doors to fight middle. We've been seeing a lot of teams lean towards doing that on these mid to Bs, but does get caught out even with the flash, not good enough. And JW's knife, it finds him an AWP in this round, but unfortunately he doesn't really get to use it or fire off a shot, so that extra bonus money is lost in Dust. ZywOo now equips that weapon, and Fnatic have to take a full eco, giving Vitality a 4-round T-side start.
I'm liking this from Vitality as well, right? They're looking very assertive in the server, and there's no like hesitancy. There hasn't been much worrying on the Vitality side yet. I'm liking that we're seeing them coming into this, treating it like it's a matchup they're gonna win, because that's the attitude you want to have. Even when you are up against this pretty scary looking Fnatic squad. Now in this round it's only pistols, that's why I've just kind of been saying words and not really talking about what's going on in the round. And that's because not much should get found here, although this mid-crunch could get a little dicey for Team Vitality. They uncover the dangerous amount of pistols that reside here, and now try and duck dive down into the lower tunnels, but with 50 seconds left, they don't have to commit to B, they're going to. This is where all 4 players are for Fnatic. JW on that scavenged AK gets dealt with. Are they ready for the whole host of Fnatic that stay here? Golden, 3 points of health, trying to turn that round on its head, but he's not able to do so. Team Vitality, they get the conversion, they get that 4th round up on the board, and now a reinvestment coming back through from Fnatic.
Yeah, we see Vitality starting on the T side of their map pick, and that seems appropriate, considering starting on T side of Dust2 really isn't that bad of an alternative, all things considered.
No, a lot of teams have picked this half. I think teams just default to wanting to start CT because it can, you know, while it's favored, it can also be harder, right, to you know, deal with the opponent's game plan. And of course, getting to see their game plan in the first half, so you can maybe use some of that against them. Ooh, that's a close shot. Wow, not a connecting one at all. JW has to fall. Apex given a second chance down in lower, going to move to the mid doors, but if he goes through this one, Crims is waiting for it. Very loud was Apex. Could have called for a flash. I would have loved that for Vitality. A quicker way to get a pick, and certainly a safer one at that. Instead, it's left them a man down into this rifle round. Fnatic smoking off the mid doors, want nothing to do with this with a man advantage. JW looks to extend it as well. He's going to have to drop off CT. Shox hears that, and Vitality know they at least have the catwalk under their domain. But where will this play end up?
Speaking of domains, ESL.gg/VOD. If you want to catch up on some of the matches that you have missed, or if you want to watch this one a little bit later on, perhaps you got something to do. Ooh. Shox got something to do as well. He spawn drops here off a catwalk, and that's going to start to leave this B site vulnerable as they crunch in on it. Golden is going to have an answer so far for RPK, but the trade is there in the form of Mazuda getting involved. They're going to continue. ZywOo versus Golden. The battle we didn't know we needed, but we got, and that's going to be a round for Fnatic 3-4.
That's a third time we've seen that exact round be played by a T-side on Dust today across our series, and it doesn't work like any of them. This time it's actually shut down by the player at the back of B, but in the past, you know, we've seen that where they drop CT, they set up for a mid to B. Your CT drop is hoping to get a kill in the spawn if the CT side is running someone there who's going to be watching the middle area. We've seen, you know, a CT drop die to a CT in spawn, a CT on the B ramp, and, well, in that case, they just flood into B and Golden holds down the line. Doesn't work out for Vitality. I like the idea. It's a great concept. You know, it's just unfortunate. In the 3 rounds we've seen it be played, never has, you know, a CT been caught off by it. Roland waiting on B. He's going to get flashed out. It's a heavy setup here for Fnatic, but they're all white. They can't see a thing. They can't fight back. Mizuta with a double. The orb shot does not connect, and JW's given away his position. He is stuck outside of this site. Smoke wallbang's not connecting either, and at this point, if you're Fnatic, you've got to be considering saving. His teammates haven't even budged from long because they know this round is already over.
JW, man, just please come back and join us at long, please, man. You're not going to get in there by yourself.
We miss you.
Yeah, so there's the save. An AWP, an AK, an M4. They walk into round 9 together. The AK says...
Am I the AK?
I guess you could be, yeah.
Well, I mean, AKs just go like...
Brah.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth, and I was getting really ready. I was going to throw myself into it, but Trace has done a great job there of showing us how the AK sounds.
No, okay, we're done with that. We're off that. We are looking at Vitality's round, though. They go up to 5 early on in this game.
And once again, it's Masuta over at the B bomb site. He has been a monster at this side of the map for Team Vitality. And if you're Fnatic, you need to figure out a solution to this pronto, because you cannot have these rounds keep on ending in B commitments where Masuta gets the first 2 kills and then the round just ends. As well as that, it feels like a bit of a disservice to Golden, who's 12-5, the rest of his team trailing behind with just, what, 9 kills between them.
Oh, I love this. A delayed cross for Fnatic, and Shox doesn't even connect because of the smoke. He's dropped by his teammate, but if anything, it'll lose his vision. JW chased down, but he's got support from Brolin in the site, dropping Apex. Vitality are hungry for their spawn plays in this round, and both of them get punished. Shox down low, Apex out of the round, and Vitality with no kill to be found. They're going to commit to the catwalk right now. Flashes to mid do buy time as Fnatic set up 2 towards that area. Conceding A. Crims is holding the cross with a FAMAS, not the gun you want for this fight. And there's so many Molotovs from Vitality that they could throw onto A that Crims is going to be left in hot water. Might just have to play retake and give up this position. He's going to do that. Go back towards long. Double setup here, waiting for a lurk that will not be appearing. Vitality are committing to this A take with a bomb plant for catwalk, and going to fall back into that position anywhere. Shox hasn't moved. So I was giving him the AWP because he's low, and now Fnatic have to retake from behind.
A nice sort of thing to realize is that while all this has gone on, Crims pushes all the way through the long doors and gets the information that long is clear. But Masuta, you just can't stop this man getting doubles. Will he be any more trouble now to Fnatic, as he still is in prime position over at the catwalk to deal with a little bit more? Shox laying down the pain over at long, and it's only JW left. He gets the late bit of revenge onto Masuta. But it will be a 6th round on the board for Vitality, a round where they were down a man in a 4-on-5. Almost the flick from JW.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and away he goes, just trying to get out of dodge, gonna jump into a spot that's rarely used over here towards T-spawn, but I absolutely love it. They're trying to hunt him out. They think, hey, you know what? He could be quick cat. Now, will he get a friend? No.
That was a play coming.
Yeah, we didn't have X-rays on right there. That's completely okay. If you ever get a little lost and you don't have the X-rays on, refer to the minimap in the top left. Should tell you everything you need to know. This, though, good, quick, clean shot there from Shox on a flusher.
Yeah, I feel like Fnatic sort of get that one away. Like, they set up for the retake. It's a really good idea. But, of course, Mizuta's double on Cat completely mows Fnatic out of the round. And past that point, they can't set up for the retake. But, yeah, in the first place, right, the peel off of Cat and the push to double CT spawn was not the play for Fnatic. It gave Vitality the room to execute. Fnatic knew it, but with no one getting any more kills and with them giving it up 5-on-4 with okay weaponry, they weren't able to get back in. I mean, yeah, close one. But Mazuta really puts a pin in it. He is holding his own right now for Vitality, top of the server. Actually, second to Golden. So Fnatic, this buy is a bit, ooh. They're going to put money in and save some for the future. JW's got the AWP, and that's what we're really looking out for in this round as he gets cap boosted up with Crims. He can set up for a double play towards lower. This is going to get heard, though, and he's going to get hunted. Apex hits the timing. That's a big opening kill for Apex, who's had a slow start to this game. The AWP gets saved, but nothing else. And Crims doesn't have armor behind it either.
When Apex taking the immediate re-peek. We get the info that Golden is only here with a scout in play. Flusher has been dealt with at the meantime over at the B bomb site. Brolin, oh, hello, something could happen here. And Brolin doubling up. Maybe this round is doable now for Fnatic. They do spot Golden over here in middle, but they get stuck in the doors. They don't want to risk feeding that scout. And now they go back up the catwalk in towards this A bomb site. Crims is here with this AWP. He's been having a very quiet game thus far. And if there ever was a time for Crims to show on up and make his presence known in the server, it is now. Brolin on this rotation after delivering a double. Coming in through CT. Crims long rotates in every meaning of the word. All the way through long down here. Into the catwalk, now coming up behind Apex. Apex does turn on the spot and does deal with Crims. Brolin left in the hot seat now, and it's a very hot seat indeed. Apex gets him through the lip of that smoke to put a 7th on the board for Team Vitality.
Hugo, I absolutely love the flash right there. He tried his damnness to get around that corner towards the ramp, but overall, it just didn't happen, did it?
Yeah, you can see Brolin holding off there because he knows his teammate's coming in on that long wrap. Crims has a great call to leave long there. And you know, he's very loud on his rotation. Apex hears him, gets ready for the fight. Obviously, Crims had no armor and only a pistol alongside that AWP and goes down. Brolin then knows he has to activate and just speeds up towards A, but Apex spams him through a full smoke twice. Rough one.
Yeah, still weapons out here all over the place, and with a 501 kg deadlift ready to go. It is the Mountain. He's been given the signal. Now he's going to set himself up for the pick, just like Brolin sets himself up for the B defense. Will he be able to hold this? Will he be able to carry this weight? That is the big question. Vitality looking onward into the site. They're going to back away. And here we go. The Mountain leans back, pulls on up. The legs are shaking, and he has it. It looks as though he drops it and gets it done. Holy smokes. That leaves just Vitality here on the catwalk. And, well, the Fnatic defenders find themselves over in long A, guys.
Yeah. There's some Counter-Strike going on as well. I forgot about that.
We were talking about Counter-Strike the whole time. What were you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, same, dude. ZywOo, he's found JW. That's something in this round, but by and large, it's a bomb plant. Fnatic on a retake. ZywOo lurking mid. It's about to get caught from behind. Brolin, timing is everything. He doesn't know either. ZywOo's just tucked. Brolin sees a barrel. He knows what's up. He should have this kill, and it's dead to rights. Fnatic in a 4-on-2 now. Apex, he's going to tuck and play timing. He can get a lot done from this position if they don't count him here. But there are 3 players coming around the corner. Someone's going to hit the shot, and they do. Response from Shox. Time is low. He's got a second. The models are burning, and Shox is sending him alight. 4 kills for Shox. And Vitality, they're going to convert the post plant.
Au revoir. See you later. Shox landing the shots. Good grief, what a round from the man. Wow.
What?
Man, he's been looking so good lately as well. Everything about this, it's just how they're so sudden. Like, the moment the AWP is ready to fire, Shoxy is there, laying down the pain train. Team Vitality 8-3, and we wanted them to put Fnatic through their paces. Well, they certainly are right now. ZywOo leading the charge out here towards long. Flusher falling back, has no say in this round, armored only a CZ and a nade. Team Vitality looking real good. Shox has just been a non-stop nuisance, and that's so great to see. Like, especially when you think about how, for a while, it really did feel like he was dropping off, right? And then suddenly we've had this resurgence in these last few months where Shox is looking pristine again. And now no money for Fnatic. This scoreline may be about to get even more favorable for Team Vitality. Golden back in the bomb site, armed with this scout, looking to do some damage down through long. But an AWP, an armada of AKs on the other side. Not where you'd want to find yourself anytime soon.
Yeah, and they're going to flash this angle. Someone jiggled the corner and spotted Golden here, so they know there's a sniper in the site to worry about. That's why Vitality are throwing a lot of utility right now. Car Molly, just to clear that out as well. JW's jumped above. We've got double scout. It's basically like an AWP here if they both hit their shot, but they've got to worry about Cat as well, and JW's just fallen. Oh, no. Vitality delay this play by about 10 seconds. It makes Fnatic think it's a fake. They fall back, they leave A, and they give Vitality all the room to work with. Now the bomb is crossed long with no smokes either. JW, he is being pressured in the spawn. He can't even get a clear shot either. The AWP's there, and he's found the kill onto Shox or something, but JW can't get out alive. His teammate will trade onto RPK, but Shox has found him in the spawn. And Fnatic, I mean, you can go and give this a retake attempt, but you certainly aren't winning this round. No kit, no util, and AK's posted on your position from the site. And Molotov will buy even more time, and it'll send Fnatic out of this round. Vitality up to 9. This is an excellent T-side from them.
Another round for Vitality. We continue to stack them. We continue to look towards this halftime mark, in which Fnatic will switch over and potentially get things going back the way Fnatic knows how to do it. So far, just about every shot. I mean, even you start to look at what Shox did a couple rounds ago. It's just, you can't forecast those things, right? You can't even begin to anti those things if you're Fnatic. Sometimes it really do be like that.
Yeah, this is a scary situation for Fnatic as well. Vitality, you know, this being their map pick, you expected them to have something special ready for us, but time and time again, finding these advantages, showing absolutely no signs of slowing down. And it's the fact that anyone can seemingly do it right now for Team Vitality. I do think Masuda deserves a lot of credit, because so many of these rounds have been on the back of him finding the openers, and this round is no exception. He takes the first man down in the form of Golden. That now opens up this mid to B, and JW and Brolin, they get cut out of the round. They don't even get to play it. Bomb goes down, same story for Flusher and Crims. It's a save again and a flawless round for, now not flawless round for Vitality, but still, it's their own prerogative to go hunting here. They're looking, they're hunting, and they are getting churned out.
Yeah, I mean, Vitality, one thing that's been extremely impressive here is their timings in the mid to B. Now, this can be very hard to... Oh, where'd the AWP go? I thought Flusher had it. Did he fake it out? Did he forget to get it? I'm not even sure, but he's got the kill anyway. But yeah, the point I was making as Fnatic kill every player from Vitality after the bomb plant is that the timings, yeah. The Vitality's mid to be timings have been very good. Obviously, you don't know where the CTs are playing, right? So it can be hard to hit those perfect timings. But knowing when your tunnel players should exit and hit B as your mid plays coming through is so important. Often you see the mid play come first, get to the doors, and then the tunnels players come late. But what Vitality do there is they push tunnels as the mid players get through the doors. And so Fnatic, they're looking at mid from the site, and they start to get shot in the back from the window, from the door, as you know, two players push tunnels. So Vitality just time it very well. They catch Fnatic looking the wrong way, and that can be hard to do. It's important when you're going for these mid to Bs, constantly stay fresh, stay updated, and don't play the same timing every single time, because Fnatic will catch on. Right now, Fnatic aren't catching on to much. 2 rounds at the start of the game, a third somewhere in the middle. And other than that, it's been a vital game for these Frenchmen.
That it has. They've got it started off in the right way. If you're Vitality, you're very thankful for that. If you're Fnatic, well, a little slow to start here, but you know, I look at it, there's still individuals that are playing the top tier over here, and by that I mean Golan. He's currently 13-10. Now, we looked at his stats before this game. Wasn't necessarily on top of the board, but JW won't even be around in this round. Zywoo absolutely owns him through the wall, or through the mid pick.
Oh, that looked like it was on, but Golden over flicking, gonna lose it. Shox runs through a B smoke, and that's how you know where this game is going, really. The trades are in and out and all about, but what's mattering most is that this is a Vitality round through and through. One thing that's good for Fnatic is we know they have resilience, right? Like, obviously, these guys have played for decades now, but you know, even in the grand finals of Pro League, Fnatic Mousesports, Mouse were up 2-1, and I can't remember exactly what the tweet was, but JW made a tweet about how, like, it's time to come online and how this is when the game starts, and then Fnatic go and win back-to-back maps in that final and close it out. So, you know, we know that even if Vitality sweep Fnatic here, they're not going to be sitting in their TS all emo, all guys, this series is over. They'll be fine. They can turn it around. But this is certainly a good start from Vitality. They are not making it easy. 11-3, last round of the half, Fnatic forcing in. Trying to make the best of a bad situation, Trace.
Who are you mimicking there, Hugo?
No, I just
so kind of like yourself,
I always do a standard angry British voice. You know?
Oh, okay.
It can be anyone, and that's the best part.
Well, the Dak is out in ZywOo's hand, and he connects with no one on their cross. However, these grenades are going to be landing all over Long in a furious pace. Golden is out of the picture, and Mazuda is up Long. What on earth has happened here? Now, in the pit is Flusha.
Does he know?
I don't think he has a clue. It certainly could be a possibility with that smoke, and maybe he calmed that. But it doesn't appear as though they had any inkling that he made his way up the long A. And that's going to be a 12-3 half for the side of Vitality. We go to a quick break. We come back and watch the second half of play here.
Stay in line, be alright, better play it safe. I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I've passed the point of no return, something is calling me. It's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive. Come alive. We come alive in the nighttime.
Fly so high they can't touch us. So top notch, none above us. We done came so far, now we up now. Had a vision, stuck to it, never back down. Never had much, now we own the whole thing. Spread it all around the world, watch it all change. Came alive, now they all see the greatness. Light shine so high they can't take it.
Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Come alive.
I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I passed the point of no return, something is calling me. It's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Well, this man on our screen, Shox, is leading the way in a very, very big way for the Vitality side at the end of that first half. 12-3 in their favor. And Team Vitality looking to cause a bit of a ruckus here on Dust2. They bought the heat in the first half. Will that translate across now into the CT side of play? Pistol round about to begin. And Fnatic, they've got a long old road to recovery if they want to get this one in the bag.
A road to Rio recovery potentially, but I mean, that's really reaching for it.
That was good.
Thank you. And that was better. Flusha, he's found first blood. He's done something for Fnatic. They need it more than ever as Shox is going to trade onto Golden down in long tunnels. So we're backing out of mid. He sees that Fnatic come through the door, and he's going to try and re-aggress. Does get one, and Shox is still here. JW runs back, and that's Herd. It's a B play. Mizuta trying to stop it, and he is not going to be able to. Flusher has found the site, and we know how hard B can be getting back into, so Shox needs to be very careful. They're pushing him. Flusher's in the face, and he will get a kill there. Crim's on the Deagle, not needed in this round so far, but he might be in the clutch as RBK gets one. Oh, he gets caught in the corner. He could have died to his backline. Instead, JW wants the knife. And I don't think so. I think he's just going to shoot him because this is getting awfully close, and JW was indeed creeping up, but Crims is going to finish it off before he
JW's
can.
like, Crims, man, what the hell? I was about to get that knife. That would have been the second in this series from Mr. JW.
Which is pretty funny considering the scoreline, but...
yeah, you're down 12-3. Let's go for the knife, guys. Come on, man.
I'm all for it. I'm all for it. You know, if JW thinks it's a good time to knife, then it's a good time to knife.
Yeah. That is what they say.
Well, I mean, Fnatic won a pistol. That puts them back in this game somewhat. They won both pistols. They were able to convert their first, but, well, this one's up for question right now with a force buy back in for Vitality. Scouts about and a couple of pistols around it. It's not a full investment, but they've certainly put their money where their mouth is. Fnatic slowing things down outside long, though. Will look elsewhere.
Yes, and we'll be mid, of course. They look to try and grab some control. Fnatic sweeping their way through this front line of Vitality, securing quite the map control. Vitality set up with 4 players back at the A side of the map. Now, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking mid to B, and that's all because of Flusher in these upper tunnels still hasn't given up this position, hasn't shown any sign of leaving it. And they do get a kill over at the A-bomb site. That's JW, who's trying to sell this lurk up on the catwalk. He's always got the chance as well to dive down into CT as a potential option. And there it is, of course, Mr. JW. Delivered to your doorstep. Masuta now missed shooter over at the B-bomb site as he gets dropped off. PK, the last man remaining. And not actually the last man remaining, of course. It Shocks the last man remaining now over in the tunnels to get mopped up. 4 players stay alive for Fnatic. Shocks on such a long flank. I didn't even register him on the minimap. Wasn't able to find anything there.
Well, Fnatic, they are doing the building blocks. They're going through the motions, and they found a pistol and a conversion. It's how they started the first half, and, well, past that point, they found one more in the half. So hoping that's not the case here. And that one more might be provided right now, as Vitality have put a Zeus and a Deagle in this round. That is all they've put into it. Fnatic, fast play out long once again. They know they've not got a lot to beat. So JW is just going to creepy crawl up long with some smokes and molotovs to follow. Play on the site gets a dink. And Shox has found a kill with that one Deagle, but... oh dear, please don't tell me this round's going to fall apart. ZywOo picked up, Flusher on the site, he's got the MAC-10, perfect gun for the job, but he's very, very low. And you don't want to give away these guns right now. Vitality are getting close in that CT smoke.
Yeah, look at Shox. He continuously re-peeking there as the only form of defense stopping this bomb plant. And he stays alive for so long until Crims has a better idea for him. Now this bomb's going to get planted. It's going to leave Mizuta in Apex just on some pistols and really itching to get back into this site. Mizuta hanging out just outside of the smoke on the cross at long A. And well, this one pretty much all but over at this point. It would take a miracle. Well, okay. Hello,
UMP now calling in, but not able to find the kill there. Brolin gets that trade, and Apex with the Zeus. Now, what happens if Apex Zeus someone on Fnatic? What does that mean?
I think, we really just turn and go into the upside down. If you think about it.
I think that would be like the most wild timeline. It would make me a bit sad to see Fnatic get knifed.
Ooh, hello. Uber Eats.
Yeah, well, UMP delivery. Take that all day long.
This is great as well. He's not even looking at Flusher. I think he just got RNG kill as both those players were dinked. And Fnatic, they do something really smart there. They don't overcommit. You mentioned it yourself, Trace. Shox was dueling at Gandalf. Fnatic, they know he's there, and they have 2 low players, so they don't try and push the site and plant. They just stand on the headshot angle on ramp and duel, and when they don't get given a fight, they Molotov out the box and force Shox out in the open. So it's a good way of guaranteeing the kill there without risking giving away your weapons. Oh, nice entries from Fnatic. Right out long. RPK caught looking the wrong way. It's going to be double opener for the Swedes. And that's all they need, as Vitality are leaning towards B already in this round, hoping Fnatic make the over-rotation through spawn back towards this B site. That won't be the case. They're just going to commit with their kills, and with this save from Vitality, Flusher might be able to put a stop to it, but that won't be coming through for a bit. Fnatic don't know they've won the round yet.
Another plant here from Fnatic, and you are right, that's it. So perhaps, since we do have just a couple of extra seconds here, I'll give you as a quick glimpse as to something else that's going on over here in our ESL 1 Road to Rio. Currently, the Ninjas in Pajamas taking on Complexity in the C stream. That's ESL_CSGO C. And so far, at the end of the first half, and just after 2 rounds in the second, it's 9-8. It's nip. They pick up a pistol. They pick up a conversion. And in the first map of the series, look to run away with what's left on their T side. Again, that's the C stream.
Ooh, now they know.
Nice.
Knowing is only half the battle. The battle being the other half, and that was won by Shock. 7 rounds on the board for Fnatic at the end of the day, regardless. Now just 5 between them and Team Vitality. Since moving on to this T side, Fnatic yet to drop a round, taking the last 4 in a row. Reinvestment back in from Team Vitality. And being in this spot and being on a map like Dust2 is likely only going to reinforce going for these saves, right? Because with keeping a couple of guns up and then combining that with the loss bonus, you can keep churning these buys out over here on the CT side. So that's something Vitality maybe have at least going in their favor, but that kill certainly is not. Flusher through the smoke takes one to the dome of Masuta. And now this could just be a B split. You've also got JW waiting back in T-spawn, holding for a long peek, and RPK looks like he might give that up. So that's something to bear in mind as this round continues. And there it is. There's that kill for JW coming in. Great job, Bastien. You just caught both the frags that went down in that round. He really did nail it. This leaves Apex and ZywOo in a 2-on-5. And they are very far apart from one another. ZywOo is the lone bit of reconnaissance over here at the A-bomb site, and he can hear it getting taken. He can hear the flashbangs going in, but he can't have a say in the matter.
And I can feel the comeback happening here, Harry, as Fnatic build into this T side. This will be their 5th round in a row since moving over. And Vitality's rifle round gets swept from underneath their feet. Saves allowed for now, but with how Brolin's already begun to move, I don't think Fnatic want to make this one easy for Vitality. They're expecting the B-bomb site, and that's where at least one of these players sits. But ZywOo can get caught on long as well. Flash has found the kill in B. ZywOo just moves away and gets dodged by Crims, but JW has his exit. He has his number, and he has a Molotov to follow up. ZywOo pushed into Crims. Great work from Fnatic. Oh, that's great. That's so well done. And that's an 8th round with no saving players for Vitality. So relying on loss bonus right now, and luckily they have plenty of it. They're actually going to choose to eco here, and I think that's a safe decision. They could have got through, 4 rifles with limited utility on some over others. And so instead, just pistol armor where you've got a lead and get everything you need, including that double AWP. If it is to be a request for Vitality, we'll wait and see. Oh, Fnatic wants something fast, though.
Oh, they move away from the Molotov. And that will hold back this cat push, denies any information down towards mid. They flash in for the peak. And they don't see anything, but that's actually kind of better for Fnatic than it is for Vitality. Vitality get the information that Cat was clear 5 seconds ago, but the flash going off now means that Golden is anticipating a bit of aggression here, and he's just spotted 2 more candidates for the scoreboard in his favor. Doubling up, and now looking for the 3rd. ZywOo back inside of the bomb site is armed with a deagle. And not a man you want to go running into when he's feeling it. Now, he wasn't really feeling it earlier on. But here, delivering 2. Is he ready for the man aggressing up through long in the form of Crims? Does not look like it. Apex now in a 1v3, coming in on this long wrap. There are weapons for him to retrieve over at the catwalk. But with 3 bodies inside of this site for Fnatic, Apex is going to be hard-pressed to find much else.
They've just mollied him as well. They know he's coming from here. It's a likely point of rotation. They own every other bit of the map. And with CT taken with Long looking clear, Apex is trying desperately to find a gun, but he would have to go out into the open to do so, and that's being held by the man on the site. Crims is even aggressing as well, and there's a player coming in from lower, so Apex is trapped. Not that he knows it. He's gonna have to fight his way out of this cage with one. Reload coming through, but the second he turns around, he will be dead. Oh, that's a great shot. Does he know? Oh. No, Brolin is there. Apex did not have time for the defuse, but he at least finds a couple of kills. Those were some impressive shots on the CZ75. But ultimately, it's still Fnatic pulling this comeback.
I just saw Mr. Sean Gez put out a tweet asking if any pros have made the dot crosshair work. And I'll tell you now, one guy in the server right here, right now, who certainly has is Flusher. He's a dot crosshair user. Little red number.
Well, let's go a little bit further with this, Harry. And people might ask, like, how does Harry Russell have such a vast knowledge of crosshairs in the game?
Great question.
And you know, I'll tell you why. And that's because I've sat next to this man for the past 2 months, playing matchmakes, playing ESEA pugs, and just about every round to every 3 rounds, there is a crosshair shift.
Yes.
Yeah, I tell you else who in this server right now has a lovely crosshair. If you're a fan of something a little bit smaller and one that is like one of the ones that expands when you shoot, you're looking for Masuta there. He uses a great little cyan number.
Expands when it shoots. Is that, is that the wordage? It's like not a dynamic thing or anything.
Yeah, that's the one. Dynamic crosshair.
What number style is that, Harry?
What would that be, like 5?
Maybe.
There are 2. There are 2, right? Because there's one that moves when you walk,
shoot,
and walk, and then there's one just when you shoot. But yeah, here's the B play. Fnatic gonna try and get in. Masuta and Apex looking to hold down the line, and they do an admirable job. Masuta does get traded, but he takes one down to the grave with him, and this makes Apex's job that much easier. Brolin is still able to get by him and secures this B-bomb site. A doable round for Fnatic, but one that is not going to be easy, to say the very least. It's going to take something special here from Brolin and Crims. Let's see what they've been cooking up in this kitchen together as Brolin takes down yet another man. Crims is set up for the tunnel wrap. Brolin playing inside of the bomb site, and with both players from Vitality coming through the tunnels, this crossfire could look strong indeed. Crims is going to hear the footsteps. They don't check for him, and now Shox' attention is divided. Crims swings, and maybe he didn't need to. It gets a little bit close, but Brolin is able to hold his own with 2 points of health. That round almost eludes Fnatic, but they just about reach double digits thanks to this young man on our screens right here.
Yeah, it's going to be style 0, 2, and 3 for your dynamic crosshair.
There we go.
So,
what do I know, mate? I don't know the console commands. I just know what they look like.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, that looked like it was a lost round for Fnatic, right? Think about the mowdown that Apex provides, of opening couple of kills. Fnatic, they do recover. It's Brolin doing the work on that B-bomb site. And Fnatic, 7 in a row. They've yet to drop around on this T-half. This has been a masterclass. Vitality needs to come alive with something here. They've got a bait and switch on Long. RPK waiting close. This AWP is going to be firing off first, though. It's holding a better angle. Zywoo's ready. RPK not even seen as well. Got to just get a chance. Flashes through. That's a great setup for Vitality. Setting RPK into the pit and a 5-on-3. Finally, this should be one that Fnatic don't have in their back pocket, but they're going to speed up a mid to B to try and save the day.
Yeah, they're going to try and breach this B site once again. The flash goes in, and Masuta is primed and ready. All the attention now on Flusher. And Apex is able to deal with him in the head-to-head. A 13th round for Team Vitality. They finally break this streak from Fnatic. The last 7 rounds in a row going in their favor to put up their first CT round yet. Now, you don't want this to come in with an immediate victory for Fnatic. One upside for Vitality is they at least keep 4 players alive, right? So the kind of danger that having this round not go your way isn't like entirely mitigated, you know, like you see having to reinvest in all the nades is still very, very costly, but there's definitely a worse spot that Vitality could have been in. And they need this round. They need a 14th if they don't want to have this kind of crushing economic blow dealt immediately, because at this point in the game, that could be how Fnatic get back in.
Yeah, and Fnatic have money to fall back on, right? Not a huge amount, but enough for the follow-up buy. And, well, 7 rounds in a row will do that to you. Apex, he's had some great B spray downs over these last couple of rounds. 3 in the previous, 2 in the prior. And Well, only one of them was enough to pick up a round, but has at least put Vitality here and now. Orpon Zaiwu has been a little quiet this game. He is bottom of the server. Rare to see. But not really having many opportunities to fire off in this game. This could be one of them. He's in the right place, and Fnatic is setting up towards the A site right now. Zaiwu on the site with the orb. JW's here also. So a bit of a head-to-head here in terms of the AWP players. There's the smoke. Second one might follow onto the lower boxes if Fnatic do want to commit here. Nice a headshot angle from the site. Lets you cross without having to worry about this orb. Zaiwu, he sees the drop, he knows, and he finds Brolin nice and early on. He even backs off towards long, and Vitality play retake. Fnatic, another man down in this round. Mazuta's dropped the B-Lurk in the form of Flusher, and Zaiwu's posted. The cat plant is in. And Fnatic can fall back for it, but Apex needs his kill here and now. Golden's denied it from him. He can cut off the CT rotate as well from the B-bomb site. Mazuta has begun that rotation. Golden above the smoke, can't see him. Can hear him. Mazuta, if he goes through here. Oh, he spotted him. RPK's got the kill from long side. Crims has to hold the site on his own. They line up, but he gets knocked down, and JW can't stop the defuse from lower CT. He's all about saving in this one. And Vitality pick up 14 after all.
And this could be devastating for Fnatic, right? Working so hard to get this comeback looking doable, only to have it slip through your fingers at the very, very end. But that is how they find themselves right now. And this little pillow of cash that they had to fall into is almost out the window now. JW holding for this mid peak, and that's going to allow the rest of the gang to aggress down through these mid doors. Shocks gets mopped up by Brolin, and now a mid to B. Definitely on the cards here for Fnatic. Not going to pick up the pace immediately on the back of this. They smoke off as though they're going for a mid to B, but now they send that bomb and the rest of the gang back through mid, leaving Brolin to secure some cat control. Flusher is left in the tunnels, and this leaves Fnatic's options open to them. They can very much change based on where they find success, and they might look to try and get JW down here in the pit. He's going to line up this flashbang. They do swing. They check for RPK, and Crims is able to keep it in favor of the Swedes. JW maybe going to look to get into the pit, try and lock down this long side of the map. Masuta is aggressing into the tunnels, but if he goes much further, he might... Oh, dear. Oh, dear. That's not how that was meant to go down. That's not what they wanted. And now Masuta kind of knows, okay, right, there's one waiting outside of B, but that's probably just a guy holding for this lurk. And he's seen me, so I'm going to leave the B site. Masuta goes down through mid, starts to regroup with the rest of the team so he can offer a bit more in this A site hold. The X factor in this round is most definitely Brolin coming in late on the catwalk. Now a little no-scope from Zaiwu has made this round feel doable for Team Vitality. A 2-on-3 is by no means impossible. Ooh. And not with these two players still alive in the server.
Oh, that's a great shot, though. Flush has just closed it. He has had enough, and he's going to send Vitality out of this round. 2 kills from the car, tucked in. And I love it when players do that, right? Just hide behind that position. You're not going to spam it for too long, and then right when they look away, you pop out of nowhere. Fnatic still got legs in this game, still not giving up before it's over, despite Zaiwu's best efforts on the AWP. 11 rounds. Very close to a comeback.
Yeah, tactical pause while Team Vitality try and figure out how to put a stop to this Fnatic comeback before it can start swinging back into play. And they've made the decision to go with an investment here into this round. They do have the AWP on Zaiwu, M4s across the board on everyone else. They've got pretty much everything they need. But the same cannot be said if this one does not go their way, and at which point that Fnatic comeback feels like a certainty. Fnatic have got Team Vitality not necessarily right where they want them, but in a pretty good spot right now to enable this comeback happening. But but it still relies on the performances in the server. Golden going to go ahead and smoke off this mid-cross, has JW moving in behind him. It's a fast mid-to-B play at the perfect time. Masuta is the only defender here, and he's got to launch a staunch defense at the B-bomb site. Instead, he's toppled almost immediately. JW does get mopped up down in lowers by ZywOo. Don't even think he could see him there. And there's still a chance in this round. A missed shot from ZywOo. That trade not found onto Brolin, and this fight still continuing. It's Golden to extend it back in favor of Fnatic. Tries to get out of middle, and he just about gets himself to safety. Team Vitality, they've got no choice left in this one but to save these weapons, to hold on to this AWP at M4. RPK will swoop into the lower tunnels to steal that AWP from JW's body. So a double AWP setup held forward. We've seen some big performances from these AWPs. Shox in the 1v4 was a great example. ZywOo keeping up appearances as well. So holding on to these double AWPs, maybe they can prove to be the heroes that Vitality need in this follow-up eco round. Golden, of course, impact player in that one, and I think he very much deserves it. He is the guy who gets that mid to be started and the one who alleviates all the pressure for Fnatic as well in the 3-on-3. Now, we were asking, what can these double AWPs do? Let's see. And he's going to get bought in this round. They're both holding mid, and they're waiting for the repeat from JW. Don't know how he doesn't die there, and he does get some damage off onto ZywOo in return. Lower tunnels taken by Fnatic. And they'll start to aggress out into middle with JW watching their backs once again. Maybe looking to go for another mid to B play. JW's fallen back in the T-spawn, just holding this long angle once more. And he was able to best RPK here the last time we saw this kind of standoff take place. Surely history is not going to repeat itself again. Shox is trying to catch the timing, and it's almost like a bit of a bait and switch. The player throwing nades tries to tempt a man in, and it works brilliantly. Golden had his teammates back. There's that fight between JW and RPK once again going in favor of Mr. Wexel over towards T-spawn. Apex dropped it short side, and this round is falling apart for Vitality. They weren't really expecting to find much in it, but those two salvaged AWPs you were hoping could have had a bit more impact in this round. They deal with all the players at B, but the players coming in A side briefly. They decide against that. Bomb goes back through mid, joins up with Flusher. And with only ZywOo left, it's no secret what gun he would be saving, so they do want to try and take it out of his hands.
That is the case. Fnatic have made a real comeback here in this game. It was a trouncing on the first half of play, and now they find themselves 13-14. So if you are in the Fnatic camp, you are definitely feeling good about this. The round draws to a close. They want to take an AWP out of ZywOo's hands, and they're going to do it.
Yeah, another one for any Crosshair fans out there. Brolin. I love his Crosshair. I used it after... what event was it? I think it must have been a DreamHack Masters. The Stockholm one, where he ends it with the CZ down towards ramp. Ever since seeing that clip, I wanted to see what he was using. So there's a few good Crosshairs in the server right now.
Yeah, and I can believe that. Takes years to hone in those Crosshair crafts. A lot of Counter-Strike tenure between these two teams with the rosters in consideration. Brolin working his way up Cat through a smoke that does have quite a gap, but he's wearisome. That's because Shox, having dropped down here to the stairs, it's going to be a flurry of grenades going back and forth. Brolin, the wiser, not pushing all the way through. Shox, though, a little bit more than he wanted out there. ZywOo having, well, excuse me, RPK standing in a Molotov. ZywOo finding kill on the other side of the map.
Oh, these aren't the cleanest of gunfights for either side, and there were a few oddities in that round there. RPK aggressing so deeply down the catwalk, even though he's flashed and 12 HP. That one is a bit of a head-scratcher. I think it's because they hear the long play coming in, so he's trying to secure cat control for the rest of the team. At least I'd like to think that's what's going on there. Either that or RPK's just feeling it. He has been looking great lately. Crim's in a 1v2, and this is the most important clutch in this series thus far. Crims, if he picks this up, there's still a chance of Fnatic to close it out in regulation, but he's not able to do so. Zywoo and Masuta, they navigate that 2v1 well, and they put a 15th up on the board. Map point now for Team Vitality. Fnatic, they need 2 in a row to lock in an overtime here on Dust.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, you know, what Fnatic we were hoping to start today, and the sad part is if they would have started over here on their T side, it looks like it might have been a completely different game altogether. Considering the amount of pain they were able to inflict over here on Vitality on their T side. It all starts to add up, but 15 for Vitality. Map point. The next map of this series is Inferno. The pick of Fnatic, a CT-sided start for Vitality over there. Heavy B presence from Fnatic. Looks like they're going to try to barrel out B, targeting Masuta, who's playing in the back of the platform. He finds himself one. Shocks with one as well. There we go, Masuta standing strong, has held the line for as long as he possibly could. Eventually, Brolin's gonna take him out of this round. Now we look at a Vitality that's looking towards middle. Perhaps that's where they want to set up for their retake. Only 2 players alive for Fnatic in the form of Brolin and Golden. And they've got their work cut out for them. Golden's gonna get some unwanted guests here in the tunnels real soon. And he's not gonna be the only one. Brolin getting dinked down to 3 HP, trying to stay alive here on the platform behind the barrels, but they're crunching in on him. Finds the kill on the Shocks, but that's going to be the map, the first one of this series, going in the way of Vitality. A very close affair, all things considered, with the scoreline in the first half, but don't you worry, we'll be here to break it down after this break. We are one, and you are watching it. We'll be right back.